Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. The kicker, Chase McLaughlin, will get this one started. And off we go from Minneapolis. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to get going. It's Herbert. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 16 yards on the game and a quick 1st down. First carry here for Kyren Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Colts are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's caught. It's Mitchell. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Nice play here by Adonai Mitchell. And, Mike, it's so important to understand in today's NFL, and teams continue to get better and better at it, the notion that if you want to score points in the passing game, it has to be a direct correlation to your ability to generate explosive plays downfield. And with Mitchell, it's a big reason why the Colts targeted him in this past year's draft. He is explosive. He can get downfield. He adjusts and tracks the ball very well. And then ultimately, you're not always going to be open. So if that's tight coverage, can you go up and compete for the ball? He checks all those boxes, and he's going to be a big weapon in this Indianapolis Colts offense. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
from the gun here on third down. It's Stroud. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 2. That one caught by Tucker. And he will get into the end zone. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Indy. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. From the gun, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he's going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive.
The best running backs, Mike, they have a really good balance between executing the play that's designed, but then every so often they just have to trust their instincts, and sometimes that's the best plays. That's where the big home run shots come from, and when you have a talented back, you want to give them that freedom.
From the 34 now, it's first and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. That's Latu, the rookie out of UCLA, in there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. They send Ridley in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
So often we see when those balls get deflected up into the air, they usually turn into interceptions. I think the offense dodged a bullet here, and they're fortunate there was nobody in the area to come down with that pick.
Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Finding his tight end there.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
To throw, it's Herbert. This one is caught by Reed. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. We are through one. It's the Colts out to the early lead. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. On the give, it's Williams. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. It's another run here for Williams. Not much there, a yard or 2 down to the 48. Cameron Hayward, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. We don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Williams. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down. Here's the punter now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
Here we go. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now, Stroud. This one complete to Higgins. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
On the quick, right?
The motion man here is Mitchell. Stroud to throw. That's complete to Jacobs. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. Here's Presley Harvin now as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. This fielded inside the 35. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. First and 10 now from the 36. Throwing now is Herbert. The open man is Reed. He's got it. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll have more from Minneapolis. After this, they'll put Ayuk in motion. Now a play fake. Herbert. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
He's got the tight end, Mayer. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one.
In trouble, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Throwing, Herbert. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On third and long, it's Herbert. That is caught. What a throw. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Vikings. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. And the Vikings will level things out at 7 apiece. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10. They send Ridley in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. He gets this one to Tucker. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. On second down, Stroud. Pass complete. He's got Calvin Ridley. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Really showing off the elusiveness after the catch. That's a gain of 26. From the gun, here comes Jacobs. Down the sideline, inside the 25. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
They send Ridley in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. And that one incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. His kick is good. And the Colts get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
Block it next time.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Stroud. A throw on the move is caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, here's Stroud. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
Herbert now on first down. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Minnesota.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
To the left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
The Colts about to kick this one away. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Watkins motioning over. They'll run. It's Williams. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. One more time for Williams. And he'll go down, back at the 4.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Herbert now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll manage to get to the 33. The rookie out of Florida State, Jared Verse, on the tackle. Second and 7. To throw, it's Stroud. That's down the field and intercepted. Picked off by Carrington Valentine. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
First down throw there is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And he'll take it on in. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown Vikings.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. That one caught by Tucker. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Stroud gonna set up to throw. Oh, they're on him in a crash, and he's lost the football. The Vikings have got it. He works free, right side. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery, and the great return for the touchdown. And a terrific play for the defense to come up with the score that, Greg, extends their lead and really hurts the offense's momentum.
Mike, it's hard enough in this league when you find yourself trailing in the second half to be able to battle yourself back and try to end up winning this game. But when you have turnovers like that not only then extend the lead, it just makes that even a taller task.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Justice Hill to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. On 1st down, it's Stroud. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Divine Diablo. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Herbert. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the pass.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Carter. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. Stroud to throw. And that is brought in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. They've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal. Here's Jacobs. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Now here's 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Jacobs. And he's going the wrong way, dropped back at the 7.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. Now, Stroud. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Finding his tight end, Mayer. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Little surprising here, Mike. They continue to throw the ball with this type of lead here in the 4th quarter, but with the day they've had and the upper hand they've had against this pass defense, I don't know if I could really blame them. I mean, with the amount of man coverage that they're seeing, right now, the quarterback's just saying, what's my best matchup? Who do I love to gain separation? And just throw them the ball, and for the most part of the game, it's continued to work.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again, Herbert. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Herbert to the air again. That is caught, and he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal. They'll try to run it with Williams. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. They'll go with him again. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
In motion, that's the tight end, Mayer. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get free.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. That's the safety, Greg Delpit. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
Herbert now on first down. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Juju Brents. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw. Stroud. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They send Ridley in motion. On 2nd down, Stroud. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results. And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions. And now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Here we go. One final play. And he's going to go down. The pressure once again too much. And that should wrap this one up. So a win here for the Vikings. They were the aggressors from the start. Able to dictate the pace of play. And the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my Parker Bengals. For our entire team, I'd like to this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.